I think I just heard another chime. We're going to be bringing in my boy Zach, who is live from New Orleans. He said if the Broncos lose, that he would be sleeping in his car. So the Broncos won. So do you get a hotel room?
Sleep in a bed tonight. Oh no!
We got you.
Can't hear me? You got me? I get to sleep in a bed tonight, and isn't this the field where Jameis Winston ate dubs?
You got to stop.
That's what the Broncos did tonight.
I love it, bro.
I think that's the field. I don't know if that's what we were doing tonight, but it felt good to get a win. The Broncos had a great rushing attack. What did you hear from Sean Payton about the way the Broncos were able to move the ball down the field rushing tonight?
I mean, he said this was their ideal game plan on offense. And then I asked him about it, and he's like, well, it could change game to game, but this is exactly what he wants to do. What does he say? To help a rookie quarterback, you play good defense and you run the damn ball. And that's exactly what the Broncos did. Had the most rushing yards since 2013 when Sean was on the team. And then the defense was absolutely smothering. I mean, the Broncos beat this team by 23 points. It was not that close. They beat them by 30, and it honestly could have been 50 points tonight. The Broncos were so unbelievably dominant, made Spencer Rattler look like a rookie playing his second game in the NFL on a short week. Alvin Kamara was nowhere to be found in this game. And then on offense, they ran the rock with Bo Nix going for 75 yards. Javonte should have had 100 yards, and the Broncos dominated this game from start to finish. And Sean Payton told us earlier this week that on short weeks, on Thursday night games, historically, teams that have a lead at halftime win the game at a higher percentage than that stat for Sunday. And then he admitted after the game today, and he said, I was hoping my players wouldn't find out this stat. Here's the stat. On short Thursday night games, Sean Payton is 5-0 when he's led at halftime. He's 0-5 when he's been down at halftime. So he knew how important a fast start was. And the Broncos, I mean, at halftime, the game was over. It was 16-3. Yes, a two-possession game, but the Saints just had absolutely no life in this game. And guys, I'll tell you what, Sean Payton's return to New Orleans was more than it was made out to be. And Sean admitted after the game, I was trying to downplay my return. And of course we knew he was trying to downplay it. This means the world to him, because when he got to New Orleans, it was more than just rebuilding the Saints organization. It was about rebuilding New Orleans. And so he knows how much it means to him. We saw him after the game giving bear hugs, not just to players, but to co-workers that he used to have here. And I don't know if you guys can see right now, but a lot of families are playing football with the players after the game, and he said that's what we used to do here. I would come down, and that's when I got to spend time with my kids, was after the games, playing flag football, playing football after wins here. So you can just tell how much this win means to him. And of course, Sean Payton got the game ball in Club Dub here in New Orleans.
I love it. I love to see the guys out there with their kids. That's awesome, man. Hey, when it comes to this pass game, man, it was good to see some of these young guys step up again tonight, right? And maybe this is something that Payton wanted to do going into another game next week versus a Panther team that I think we can get a win versus. For your opinion, what was the deal with Sutton not getting so many looks? This game, is it on purpose? Are we trying to get these young guys ready for later on, or what's the case?
I mean, it's a great point, Sean. I definitely think there's something to that. Cortland Sutton, 0 targets. Got 1 target in the game, and it was called back because of a penalty. So Cortland ends with 0 targets. The Broncos scored the second most points they have all season, and it's the Troy Franklin show. And that's what Sean Payton wants. He wants to bring these young guys in. And now you can kind of see the Broncos have their top 3 receivers. Of course, Cortland Sutton, even though he had a down game today, but it's Troy Franklin and it's Devon Bailey. Those 2 guys are starting to establish themselves. And if the Broncos want to do anything this year, they're going to need those guys to step up, because the Broncos don't have a tight end. The Broncos don't really have that receiver out of the backfield right now, outside of Marvin Mims, who lined up in the backfield and caught a pass, which I loved seeing as well. So you're going to have to see these young guys step up, and they did today. And boy, it is so good to see Troy Franklin not just make big plays, but just make plays on the field, because we know he can be that deep ball guy, but can he be that intermediate guy that's trusted to play 80% of snaps? And it certainly seems like he is quickly developing into that role. He played 76% of the offensive snaps last week, probably right around the same this week. And this is what you want to do. You want to throw for 170 yards, a couple touchdowns, and then you want to run the rock anywhere close to 200 yards. This is the Broncos' recipe for success.
That's what's up, Zach. I think it's been a beautiful, beautiful night for those big mans around the building up there. The O-line and the D-line got busy today, man. What's the feel for those big guys over there? I know you got to hear something about those big guys over there, how they feeling. They kept their quarterback clean all day. They did a dominant job in running the football today. I think they just did an excellent job of stopping the run on the defense side of the ball. They put pressure on the big guys had a day. Like, we all talk about these skill guys all the time. Can we get a little bit of juice from those big guys over there?
Oh, Jarrell, we got to give the big guys some love, because you are right. They crushed it on both sides of the ball. And how about this, Jarrell? You're going to love this stat. The Broncos defense held the Saints to -7 rushing yards before contact. So they were just smothering the Saints running backs tonight. And then on the opposite side, Garrett Bowles, who has his face paint kind of dripping off in the locker room. He's got a little bloody cheek and some turf on his face from just smushing guys into the ground all day. He was so damn proud of his unit, as he should be. The Broncos, they got Mike McGlinchey back, which was a big boost for them. And Mike played great tonight, especially in the run game. And that's what this offensive line is built to do, is run the ball. And so that plays into it as well, not just helping a rookie quarterback, but that's what this offensive line is meant to do. And when you look, Sean Payton likes to build his teams from the inside out. I think if you look at most good coaches, they like to do that. Bill Belichick, you're seeing Jim Harbaugh with the Chargers build inside out. And then so you need those big guys in the middle to step up. And boy, did they do it tonight. And you know what? I know the Saints are hurt and depleted, but man, you can only do you can only play the opponent that's across from you. And did they destroy him? Now the Broncos, I mean, they got a weekend off to enjoy things, but then they're back against the Panthers. We could see another, 30-point win, 23-point win that Sunday as well.
Hold on, you cut out. Hold on.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, don't make that face. No,
So stupid.
now, Zach, since you can hear me, I think everybody in the Toyota chat can hear you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a question about that pregame hype up Drew Brees montage. From what you saw, did it bring tears to your eyes, or was it just another video playing before a game?
No, they did unfortunately, New Orleans did a great job honoring Drew Brees, but they did not honor Sean Payton tonight, and I thought that was very bizarre. He means arguably the most to your organization of anyone. I mean, maybe Drew Brees is one and Sean Payton's two, and you don't honor him? Wow. So you know what Sean Payton said internally, maybe not externally to the media after the game? He said, fine, you're not going to honor me? I'm going to make my presence felt here, and I'm going to show you that I got the next Drew Brees, who I think is the next Drew Brees in Sean's mind, with Bo Nix, and we're going to come and beat you down in your hometown. So, I mean, this couldn't have gone better for Sean Payton. He said he got a little extra sleep today. He went and saw Drew Brees at his luncheon this afternoon, and now he can sleep easy over these next 3 days, where the Broncos are taking 3 full days off. And they earned it tonight. Right now, guys, Broncos are 4-3. They've won 4 of their past 5 games. They're 4-1 in that stretch. And also, they're a playoff team as of right now. They're the final team in the AFC. No, Sean, do you believe, baby?
Like we're doing it right right now, bro. What do
You
you
guys
mean?
got
4-1 in the last 5?
It's
You
happening.
you gotta
right in front of your
believe.
eyes.
Zach, let us handle this, man. We're gonna let you go. Let us handle this because I gotta talk to them about this.
Zach,
Yeah,
appreciate
Zach, we
you,
still
big
got more
dog.
convincing to do with no Sean, but I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be live in studio, and we'll have a lot to talk about, man. I know you'll be sleeping in a nice, warm, comfortable bed tonight, so get back to us when you're well rested, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Right on. Thanks, fellas. Love the post game show. Y'all are crushing it.
Yes,
All right,
sir. Safe
appreciate it,
travels,
man.
baby.